last video, we talked about the number one thing when you buy a house is that you want to get pre-qualified before you start looking for a home. Today, we're going to talk about the difference between being pre-qualified by your lender and having a pre-approval from your lender. So what is the difference between a pre-qualification and a pre-approval? A pre-qualification means that you have gone to your lender and you've given him a snapshot of your financial situation. You verbally talked about your monthly income, your assets, and your liabilities. That means what money you have coming in, what things you have making you money, and what things you have costing you money. Maybe you have a reoccurring car payment every month. Maybe you have a boat payment, stuff like that. You maybe have an estimate of your credit score. Maybe they began to pull credit to get an idea, and you've given them a general idea. Based on what you tell them, they may pre-qualify you and say, based on this information, I think you would qualify for this type of loan, for this amount of money, for this interest rate, and at that point you can put an offer in on a home and start looking at homes with a realtor. Now, a pre-qualification letter, if you read through it, it's going to say on it that this letter does not guarantee that you can purchase a home, and this is not a promise. This is just a general idea that based on what you told them, they think that you can qualify to purchase this home. Now, a pre-approval is much more sturdy and more serious, and that means that you've actually given them bank statements. You've given them copies of your paycheck stubs to show what you make every month. They've done a credit check and they know what your credit is. They know everything you're paying on and everything you have money coming in on every month. So they've really checked out everything, and at that point, all you're really waiting for final underwriting to purchase a home is that the appraisal comes in on the home and that the home is actually worth what you're willing to pay for it. So the pre-approval is really attractive to sellers if their agent's explaining to them the difference. And if you can get pre-approved before you put an offer in on a house, you're going to be much more competitive, because a lot of times people will get pre-qualified, and once they bring everything in or they send everything to the underwriter, they realize, oh, you were right on that line and you might not actually qualify for this loan. And the other thing, guys, is sometimes people lie. Don't lie to your lender. I've had situations, and agents in my office has had situations where they get to closing and your lender is going to do a final check the day before closing usually to make sure you didn't buy anything else, you didn't do anything to affect your credit score or your debt to income ratio, which means how much debt you have every month versus how much income you have coming in every month. And we've had people go and buy trucks and try to hide it, but it comes up on that final check. We've had people get excited about buying the house and buy furniture, and then that disqualifies them, and then they can't buy the house, so they have the furniture for the house, but then they don't have the house, and they actually inhibit their ability to purchase the home. So you guys, you really want to for sure get pre-qualified, but that pre-approval takes it up to the next level. And when you're in that process, when you're under contract to buy a home or when you're looking to buy a home, don't make these big purchases, because they'll check again right before closing. And if you affect your scores too much or your debt to income ratio too much, it's going to kill that ability to purchase the home, and it might bomb your deal. So it's really important to pay attention to that. So that's our difference between pre-qualification and pre-approval, and why pre-approval is really at that top echelon of being ready to purchase a home. And as always, guys, please leave us comments. Let us know what you want us to clarify on here and what I can explain better, and we'll address it in an upcoming video. Please subscribe so you can see what we have coming out, and let us know what you want to see next. Thanks so much for your time. See you guys.